Spunky. Look at chubby little spunky cat. Look at chubby little spunky cat. Look at that little belly, the chubby belly. Chubby little spunky cat. God, go play with your brothers.
Illuminati is a thing you need to watch out for. They want to depopulate and slave us so much more. World domination, I'll get into that later. I'm hardcore, fierce and sexy. You're just a hater. You deserve the ridicule because you're an absolute zero. I'm the keeper of the chalice, a rock and roll hero. I'm not an idiot nobody listens to, because I'm not a failure in life like you. Let's talk about Bill Gates and the mark of the beast, and the orgies in the streets at the Catholic feasts, and Bill and Hillary's human trafficking ring, and George Soros got the money to pay for everything. Socialism is for losers, working for the devil. Chumps that can't fight, they ain't on my level. It takes an evil one to try to debunk and doubt it, so I'd rather die than stop talking about it. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out. Watch out for the Illuminati. Watch out for the Illuminati.
So, people want to ask, why do I do this? Why do I do the MC Too Tall show? Well, it's for the same reason why I do my music and why I book shows. I do it for the fans. I got fans, I got viewers, I got listeners, I got people that want to hear my music, I got people that want to see the MC Too Tall show. Sometimes people prefer one over the other. There are people that would wish that I would stop doing the MC Too Tall show, get back into the music more often. There are also people who really aren't fully interested in my music, but they love seeing my commentary on the MC Too Tall show. So I cover two worlds at once. So I do, for lack of a better term, the podcasting. I could also call it YouTubing. But I think a podcaster is somebody that does like live stuff and airs it live. And it's mostly audio, and then they have the video simulcast. Whereas being a YouTuber is posting a pre-recorded video like I'm doing, like you're looking at now, and putting it on YouTube. But if I also go on Rumble, am I still just a YouTuber? Something to think about. Okay. Then there's influencer, which is the term they use now because there was no term for it before. I had a term for it. I call it influential being. I used to post on Facebook because people didn't want to believe me until I tell them. And I used to post on Facebook, I am an influential being. Send. And that's how I would do. That's how I would roll. But, yeah, I do it for the fans. I do it for the fans. So people like my content. And not for the wrong reasons. Okay? I bust jokes about the Democrats. People aren't laughing at me, they're laughing with me. At the Democrats. At the fumbling, stumbling, buffoonish, evil left. You don't know whether to make fun of them or take up arms against them and literally throw everything but the kitchen sink at them. Especially if it has sharp edges or is extremely heavy and hurts on impact. So you don't know whether to do that or make fun of them. See? So the left is so evil, and that's what drives me to be on here every day. I mentioned the Sudanese guy. roaming the streets of Northern Ireland, and he finds somebody who is actually deaf, jabs him in the eye with his dagger, starts stabbing him in the head, tries to take his head off, and a bunch of Samaritans wrestle the guy down. The police showed up with full intent to arrest the Samaritans, and they just said repeatedly, he tried to cut his head off. He tried to cut his head off. See, Henry Nowak was already on the floor bleeding out. Too weak to jump up and get in the cop's face and say what's going on. Because he was weakened by being stabbed up. You know, any person in that predicament wouldn't get up in a cop's face. Plus, he was on the floor in cuffs, in a pool of his own blood, dying. You know, but these guys were able to come to the aid of this deaf man and hold the culprit till the authorities came. I can't even pronounce this guy's name. But the Sudan is where Christians cannot leave to seek asylum because various different tribes and warlords capture them with a very cooperative government not intervening. And when these Christians are captured trying to leave the Sudan, they're literally crucified. They're actually tied to crosses. Okay? And that's what they're still doing to Christians in the Sudan to this very day. It's one of the things Nicki Minaj spoke out against. Okay? Okay? So this person seeking asylum had a very unchristian name, so I'm going to assume that he's of one of these bastardized denominations of Islam. You know, I don't know enough about Islam to critique it as a whole, to trash every denomination of it, but obviously, if you're being told to kill, then that denomination is a very bastardized denomination. You know, for those of you who believe in, like, dark shit, Temple of Set is a bastardized version of Anton LaVey's thing. And Anton LaVey is dead. Haha, he's dead. And the founder of the Temple of Set, Michael Aquino, is dead. Haha, he's dead. And good riddance. Okay? It was the best 50th birthday present of my entire life that scumbag died. But anyway, moving right along. This Sudanese guy is seeking asylum, but his religion was not that of the people being targeted that need the asylum. The ones who need the asylum are not allowed to leave the country, and they're caught trying to leave the country, and they're crucified. The guy that did this act in Northern Ireland is of the same ilk as the people crucifying Christians in the Sudan. So they're sending them out abroad to kill Christians, particularly European Christians. It is a mission. You understand? Communists have a mission, and these sects of Islam have their mission. And they really believe they're doing God's work. And, it's time that we do a call to prayer to defeat the wickedness of our enemies. It's okay to defend yourself. It's not unchristian to defend yourself. You don't want other people to bleed, but you want yourself and your family to bleed even less. Can we agree on that? Trailer trash. So, in conclusion, I bring my cleanliness, my class, my dignity, my sophistication to YouTube for the fans. I do it for the fans. I do it for the fans. I do it for the fans. And now you know. Respect God. Watch out for the Illuminati. Go Knicks. As we wrap it up tomorrow, stay strong, keep kicking that slang. It's your boy in the building. Master of sound quality, hip-hop legend, recording engineer, underground rock and roll hero, call me Master, MC Too Tall. Behave.